Going to get a quick start.
And welcome along, everyone, to the Lavington Sports Ground on Grand Final Day 2024 AFL North East Border. Its biggest day. It's the Lavington Panthers up against the Wodonga Raiders. Cannot wait for this. It will be a beauty. The Lavington Panthers have had such a dominant season. 12-0 in the home and away season. They finished atop of a ladder. And for the Wodonga Raiders, 8-4 in the home and away season. They finished second. These two teams have met 4 times during the year, and of course it was the Panthers on 4 occasions. They won in round 4, also in round 6. They took it out in round 8, and in the qualifying final 14 days ago, it was the Panthers 83-7 over the Raiders. I'm joined by Robbie McKinlay, Dan Vaccaro and Bob Jackson. Robbie, can't wait for this. This will be a beauty.
Yeah, look, it should be, Lukey. Obviously, those stats you've just given us, it all points towards Lavington making it 3 in a row here today. But things can change. Things are funny in grand finals, aren't they, Bobby Jackson? I know you're down on the ground. What's the vibe you're getting, mate?
The jungle is absolutely heaving here. Lavington Footy Club, they run out to the sound of Axl Rose and welcome to the jungle. And they have actually won the toss again for the 3rd game in a row. And they're going to kick to the Hannah Street end of the jungle, boys. So they've actually gone the opposite way to what they've done in the previous 2 games. So it's electric down here. The crowd's still heaving, and I'm looking forward to this. If the games continue to improve from the first game to the second game to the 3rd game, we're going to be an absolute humdinger.
Yeah, that's it. So the Panthers trying to do the treble dance. So they took out the 14s, the 17s. Now they're trying to claim the women's opens.
Turn the mic on, Drick, but no, 2 ripper games.
It's not hard, boys. It's not hard.
Stop, Bob. 2 ripper games in the 14s and 17s, and we're going to get no different today. I'm sure Lavington have been superb all day. Let's see if they can continue.
Yeah, here we go in the big one with Robbie McKinlay. It's the Panthers up against the Raiders.
Can it be just one of the great days in the history of the women's football for the Lavington Panthers? Raiders go into attack first. They made a good start here. Hard at the footy. There was Beth Powell. And they're going to get a free kick. And the recipient of that is Powell. Pumps it up high. 25 out for goal. Good grab. It's going to be paid too, I believe. And the mark is taken there for Wodonga Raiders. About 35 metres out. I'm just trying to pick up the player there. It could be No, it's not Courtney Hunt.
Brianna McCabe.
It is. Might be Brianna McCabe. So you'll go with the drop punt. Comes in now. Oh, kick on the way. It's straight. It's just going to fall short. And it does trickle over for a point. So first score in the grand final goes the way of the Wodonga Raiders. Lukey Francis, and we've gone a minute. Wouldn't this be an upset?
Yeah, so interesting, Robbie. So Brianna with the first point of the grand final for 2024 as the Panthers bring it out from the fullback position. Scoreboard in. Mark dropped there by Powell. Had to work Bethany. Raiders get a shot on the sticks here. And that one, I'll tell you what, yep, it's gone through, I reckon. So they get the first, the Raiders.
I reckon Sarah Craig.
It might be Craigie.
Certainly is, boys.
With
Sarah
the
Craig
opening
with a
goal
vice
here
captain.
in the GF. So well done to Sarah. And they're underway, the Raiders. Dan?
Yeah, absolutely. What a hot start from Raiders. They got the first centre clearance of the game. They got the first inside 50, and they made no mistake going through the big sticks there. So really hot start. I'm hearing all week and all day that it's going to be a very big mountain to climb. But Raiders, what a positive start.
Former newsreader, local television down here, Sarah Craig.
There you go.
So there we have it. Up we go in the middle of the ground. An early 7-point lead of the Raiders, and they win the tap. They might get the clearance. Pushing through hard there. Did all the ruck work, did all the bullocking was Brianna McCabe. And they've worked the ball already to the forward 50. So dominating inside forward 50s, Dan. That's not hard to work out. Even you could have that one early days. But here come the Panthers. Kick smothered though. Might have got Holly Clare in the rib cage, that one. She smothered the own kick. Quick kick there by Ruby Hyde. A star, Ruby Hyde. Handball over the top. Raiders was misguided. Now here's a chance here for Gunderson. Out now. Back in it comes now to Gunderson again. Through traffic, weaving her magic. Inside forward 50. A Lavington player down. Keep an eye on that, Bobby Jackson, if you don't mind. Holly Clare has it. Handball over the top. Regathered by Creasy. She's a star and misses to the right-hand side. So Sam Creasy kicked 4 goals in the second semi. starts off with a point. 7-1, Raiders lead.
That's it, Robbie. So a score to either team now. Sarah Craig with the opening goal for the Raiders. Here they are at the fullback position, Hannah Street end, and they drive it out. And sitting under this ball here is Wayne McKenzie. Comes out the back. Good strong contest. Good tussle. And the umpire is going to take it. So we'll have a stoppage here just outside 50. Adjacent of the grandstand, Lavington Sports Ground. Opening term here. And 7 plays 1 with the Raiders up. On nice work from the Panthers and breaking away Goldsworthy. She's the star of their team, Gabby. In the pocket. Hannah Street end as players fight away for it. Play goes on. Umpire lets it go here. So spits out the side. Nice work there from Fielder going in for the Panthers. She's brought to the deck and the umpire is going to take it. We'll go back down to you, Bobby, on ground level.
Just a little on Fielder. She's actually bought a Bandits basketball, so she's been part of the basketball program for a couple of years now, and they fell short this year, but she was a very successful campaign for the Bandits.
They won their first 20 matches and then lost their 2 finals. Didn't know the Bandits. So anyway, it's half forward for Lavington. Kick off the ground was smothered. Now they go forward again. A little bit of pace out there. Here's Goldsworthy. Gabby. Hope you're taking her stats, Dan, because you're going to need 3 pens. Goldsworthy pumps it into half forward from behind. Raiders bring it to ground. Good work. Paddled it cleverly. Doing the work there at half back was outstanding. Now they'll mop it up again. They bring the ball to the middle of the ground. A good grab taken there by Emily McPherson, the big back. Kicks it to half forward.
She certainly does. Good mark from the Raiders. So they go forward now.
Ooh.
Oh, gee. So McCabe got it on the boot. She sends it forward down towards the goal square. They've got a chance of their second here. The Raiders, quickly on the boot there, and he sends it through. So it's for 1 behind.
Yeah, what a start by Raiders. Their movement off the half-back line's been really good, and they look quick. And, yes, Goldsworthy, I'm taking her number. She's up to 3 disposals on the stat sheet already.
Well, here we go. The Panthers. Just a bit of a sloppy start from them, a little bit sluggish, but all credit to the Raiders. Eliza Hart at the ball. Got a head over it, kept it in. Now a handball, intercepted there. Hyde was working hard out the back. Ruby Hyde is waiting for it. Now she gets it. Quick hands, gets the 1-2. Back to Hyde. Not sure she had the ball. Play on was the call. Kick off the ground. Raiders take it inside forward 50. Big collision coming up here. Clever kick off the ground. That's why it's valuable, that kick off the ground. Here's a chance. Raiders just missed a little bit of a miss there off the handball. Head over the ball. Knocked it out. Driving through hard there was Brianna McCabe. Kicks it. Goal. That is missed to the near side. 1 behind. They're doing all the attacking. It's 9-1. The favourites are behind.
Certainly is. So we've got the Panthers from the full-back position, so they bring it out. Oh, nice mark taken. So they hold up 30 out from their own goal here. The Panthers, as they drive it out, they get it to the outer side. Big pack around the ball. Gets out the front. This time it is Gunderson. Marley in pursuit of the ball. Also out there with her is McGrath. That's Loretta. Comes out. Panthers, they get to break away from the contest here. Inside 50 at the Hannah Street end. As the ball bounces back in, Raiders, they clean up in defence. Trying to get the ball out to Butterworth. That's Bailey. Off the ground they go. Panthers, though. Some clear room here to take possession and get an entry inside 50. Nice one going forward. And that was from Hyde. Nice kick from Ruby. Now we've got a Panther down inside 50. About 35 out, Bobby.
Yeah, she just crashed in the back of the contest there. A little awkwardly, and she's just suffering a little bit of collision soreness.
I thought you might have copped that, Bobby, the way you grimaced.
Yeah, I ride every bump, mate. That's what good boundary riders do.
Absolutely. McCabe, been outstanding. Drives it forward. Oh, mark's taken. No, play on's the call. Here's Hunt. Clever. McCabe lurks. At it now. And again, there's Hunt there working very hard. You can see why she's kicked a lot of goals for the Raiders this year. In fact, she's the leading goal scorer for the Wodonga Raiders this year with 13. And they'll need 3 or 4 out of the day, Lukey Francis.
Yeah, they will, Robbie. Panthers off half back. Now charging towards that ball was McGrath. Loretta again. This time it's Pollard. Emily picks it up. Now she gets it inside 50 here. That's a good entry for them. Bouncing ball. Panthers going back here through Hodges. And they come this way. Oh, sitting under this, a good mark taken.
Raiders are on here, boys.
Yep.
They're up and about.
Yep, 6 inside 50s for Raiders to Lavington's 4, so they're on top.
Courtney Hunt goes with a short one. Good ball. Nice work. So they get it into Powell, and Bethany is about 35 to 40 out, Dan. It would take her best.
Yeah, it would absolutely take her best. She's about 35 out directly in front. But Raiders, more importantly, have started so hot. They're up to 6 inside 50s this quarter.
The skipper.
Here goes Bethany. And she unloads on the footy. I tell you what, that's right to the goal line. Oh, just touched. And getting back Dibben. And the ball's gone through for one behind. So 10 plays one here on the scoreboard. The Raiders up. And as we know, they are heavy underdogs, Robbie. The Panthers during the year, 12 and zip in the home and away season. The Wodonga Raiders, 8 and 4.
A bigger underdog you'll see in footy finals this season. Well, you won't see one on
That's it. Yep.
At the moment, they lead 10 to 1. Would you believe it? Panthers with a little bit of work to do. Holly Clare sees the ball out over the boundary.
99 prelim grand final, Robbie.
Yeah, that was good. Ed Carlton getting over the Essendon there, of course, Bobby, you're referring to. Loretta McGrath's going to bring the ball back in, or is she? Yes, she is. And the water boy says, "Loretta, just go back a little bit there." And thank you very much. She does that. And it's going to be a mark. Oh, no, Goldsworthy missed it on the third bite. Goldsworthy went back in hard again, though, locks it down. And she's not going to let that one out. The umpire says, "Give it to me." And it'll be a ball up. 10.5 minutes to left in the first quarter. Raiders lead 10 to 1.
Here we go, ball on the flank, broadcast side, favouring the scoreboard end, over the shoulder, the umpire says. So the Panthers to win it here. And they'll get it through Kim Crowther.
Oh, yeah.
She comes, broadcast side here. Oh, just bounce inside the chalk. And we'll have a stoppage here, left of centre wing on the broadcast side, Dan.
Yeah, it is. It's a really good contest, and Raiders look to go forward again, which is really positive.
Games record holder Kimmy Crowther for the Lavington Panthers. 62nd game today. She's the heart and soul of the side as Lowry drives it to centre wing. Ruby Dean's there. Cleverly kept it in. Very impressive in front of Bobby Jackson. So was the kick off the ground by Fielder. The basketballer can do it with hand or foot. Through traffic was Cosban, that left footer. It's a raking left foot kick up towards centre half forward. And that's just held out there. Bobby Jackson agrees.
Good decision.
Free kick goes the way of Samantha Creasy.
Umpiring's been good today.
So far, Creasy kicks it. Misses the target. And the Raiders mark last line of defence. They lead 10 to 1. And they are going, as we said, hide overrun it there as massive underdogs, Lukey Francis, but they're doing everything right at the moment, including that incredible tackle.
Yeah, Gabby Goldsworthy came down. Robbie, play goes on here. Inside 50 again. Hannah Street end. McGrath with the chance at it. Loretta tries to pick it up now in front of Holly Clare. Oh, good tussle down there. Ball comes out the side. Nice work.
Ooh.
As the play goes on. And now field. Here goes Annabella. Ball going forward, rolling across the face of goal, and that is one behind. So the Panthers still without a goal in this grand final. 1-4-10. Plays 2 behinds here on the scoreboard. We've got 8.5 to go in the first term, Dan.
Yeah.
They need to get a goal just to erase those grand final nerves, Dan.
Yeah, they do. The last 5 minutes has been a lot better for Lavington. The ball's starting to be camped inside their 50. So the inside 50s now are even 6 apiece. So let's see what Lavington have got these last few minutes.
Thanks, Dan. Insightful as ever. Make what you like of that. Just pass it on to Dan, please, Luke. Just a bit of fan mail for him. He is on centre wing. He might have been caught with the ball there. It was. And the free kick's going to go over the Raiders. So doing everything right at the moment. Bobby Jackson, this is an impressive start.
Yeah, they're up and about the Raiders. They look like they're switched on and they've got a good game plan. I think they've put in some time into Goldsworthy as well. I'm just watching that match up there. I think they've got a bit of a run with roll there.
They are trying to, but Ruby Hyde's been good. She's up to 4 disposals on the stat sheet this quarter already.
And that's Goldsworthy already now. Just took a very good mark. Pumps it to centre of the ground, but the mark is taken there by Sophie Pinozzo, the Belvoir cricketer. Kicks it inside forward 50. Now they've got 2-on-1 here, the Raiders. Can they just get something happening here? It's Chantel Lamont Doherty, who was very good there at the contest. Goes back for another go. McCabe is there, and the tackling is good. And if they can maintain this throughout, I just don't know how long they can, they're going to stay right in this game. Here's
Well,
Luke Francis.
that's the question, Robbie, isn't it? You're spot on. How long can they keep the intensity up here? Here we go, the Panthers. So trying to break away through Dean, Ruby.
They're up for the fight, Raiders.
Goes down. The ball's going to be coming the way of Powell here. So Bethany 60 to 65 out. They're kicking towards the scoreboard end. Now what's she got on? Trying to find a red and blue Guernsey. Oh, through the hands there of DiPiola. Comes out. And nice work there from McCabe, Rhiannon. She's been pretty busy in the opening term. Comes out the side. She goes again. And then up to the top of the goal square. Oh, what a mark here from Lamont Dowdy. So Chantel's taken it. 15 to 20 out, Dan.
This is fantastic football for Wodonga Raiders. They've had the 8 inside 50s and they look really up for it today, Robbie. And let's see how long they can hold on for.
Lamont Dowdy about to kick a goal here for the Raiders. My goodness, they are off to a blinding start here, the red and blue. They lead 16 to 2 here on the scoreboard. Opening term of the granny. Bobby, they're off to a blinding start.
They've done everything right. They've ticked every box they need to. They're putting time into the dangerous plays of Lavington, and then they've also making the most of every time they've got the footy. They're just putting scoreboard pressure on. So to have as many shots on goal as they had, they would have thought that was Christmas time.
Yeah, really good starts of this game for Wodonga Raiders, and I keep getting told that they're going to be big underdogs, and they keep showing up at the moment. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
Well, I'll throw a name at you. Stephen Bradbury. Make what you like of that,
A hero,
boys.
Stephen Bradbury.
Upset. Is something brewing here? The Raiders paddling. McCabe, how good has she been? Can they lift? Now here's Goldsworthy. Gets another kick. Drives it to half forward. Ball comes out over the back here. Panthers have got numbers at the fall of the ball. Good tackle. Real good tackle. And they're going to win another free kick through Loretta McGrath. Loretta, that's your free kick. Loretta.
Pigeon, your kick.
All right, well, Panozzo says, I'll take it. Stuff it. We'll get the ball rolling. Here's the skipper, Powell. Drives the ball close to half forward. Doherty flies high. Might have got one high as well. All knocked over there was Piper Coleman. Bounced up pretty quick.
No, she didn't.
Hurried quick. No, she didn't. Thank you, Rob. Here's Goldsworthy. Goldsworthy was dealt with. Maybe not without the ball. Hunt's in there. That's Courtney. This is ferocious tackling here from the Wodonga Raiders. And Juliet Hooker has not got a free kick, but it's the intent, Luke, that's there.
Yeah, their pressure gauge is well and truly blown up now on the Raiders. They are playing some inspired football early.
Yeah, here we go again. Left to centre wing on the broadcast side. So Roach going in, and nicely done from Bell. And it goes towards Lowry. She goes in low, going off the ground with the Raiders. This time through Robertson. Gets to half back for them. Now Pollard, she's down low. They get it out wide now to Wayne. Over the top, Pollard had a swipe at it. Ball at ground level, this time Lowry. She goes in. Oh, going over the top of it. Now Wayne, she picks it up. Look at the ferocity of the contest, holding the ball. So the Panthers are going to win it. Just outside defensive 50.
Ruby Hyde's been outstanding for the Panthers.
She has. And she's about to take a kick here, Robbie, and she goes to true centre wing on the far side.
Yeah, from Lockhart, Ruby Hyde. Famous footballing name out that way.
Oh, yeah.
Indeed. So the Panthers trailing 2 to 16. Raiders are doing it all, and there's going to get another free kick. And that was, how did you roll that one, Bobby? Bit hot on the whistle, or?
Holding the whistle, holding the man. Yeah. The umpire suggested that the fend was a little bit high, and that was her prior opportunity. Make of that what you will.
Hooker has it, and Hooker kicks it inside forward 50. Clean bowled a few of them. Coming through with a lot of purpose there was Taylor Hodges, but defending again and taking a mark at half back for the Wodonga Raiders is, haven't got that number, Lukey, so you take it away.
Here we go, Robbie. So they go to half forward, this time through Courtney Hunt. Nicely on the boot, inside 50 to the scoreboard end. Play goes on. They get it out wide here to Coleman. Piper moves it forward to the pocket. And then going back there was Lamont Dowdy, and the ball's gone out of bounds. So 16 to 2 here, the Raiders up. 2-4 plays, 2 behinds.
Yep.
We've got 2.5 to go in the opening term.
11 inside 50s to 6, and it's just a massive onslaught here from Wodonga Raiders this quarter. They've been super impressive.
Goldsworthy flew high, ball came to ground. Panthers kicking it through the agency of Sheldrick. Picked up by Katrina Brown. Her handball's intercepted by Robinson. Handball on to Pollard. Drives it long. 2-on-1. Oh, cleverly picked up by Wodonga Raiders. Oh, great tackle. Wonderful tackle there from Jamie Howie. They were home. They were off the races. They were going to score a goal there, Bobby J.
They're under siege at the moment, the Lavington defenders. They're hanging on grimly at the moment. Oh, as they turn it over.
Yeah, turned over a big one. So McPherson's taken the mark here for the Raiders. Emily to have a shot on goal. Nothing's going the way of the Panthers in the opening term, Dan.
No, there hasn't, and that one there was just a bad turnover that they just don't make, Lavington, and Raiders, that perceived pressure's coming to the forefront.
Emily McPherson in the pocket. How's she gone? She likes it. Oh, wow. So they get another. The Raiders.
Wow.
This is becoming a worry quickly for the Panthers, Bobby.
You're exactly right, and they're starting to get reward for entries. As Divac said, they've absolutely dominated field position and inside 50s. And the thing with that is they're actually putting some scoreboard heat on the Lavington Panthers. Great sides know how to respond to being under pressure,
Well,
so we'll see how great the Lavington Panthers are.
I'll tell you what, Stephen Bradbury started from behind in his race. Raiders have put the scoreboard pressure on. Don't worry about Raiders. They are playing some really good footy here.
This is Amco Cup material, 1974, Western Division. Knocked over all the Sydney sides, didn't they, Bobby J? Incredible. Incredible.
I think I was there. Yeah.
22, and there's only 40 seconds left in this game. Can they get a late one here, the Panthers? Annabelle Fielder hunted after the ball, couldn't win it. It's locked down just outside their forward 50. The Raiders, good defensive work. Sorry, the Panthers, good defensive work there from the Raiders. And with 22 seconds on the clock, quarter time about to buzz out across this ground. It is a stunning result. Goldsworthy off the outside of the boot, kicks it into the forward pocket, picked up there by Creasy. Creasy's kick was smothered. Raiders have done enough. A kick off the ground. They'll find the boundary line. And it'll be Goldsworthy who'll bring it back in, but far too, way out to score. The kick comes in, the siren rings out, and I'm telling you now, Bobby J, this crowd is stunned.
They are stunned. It's a little bit of a...
Absolutely stunned.
There's a silence, particularly from the Lavington supporters area. So they're a bit of a concern. The coaches are charging out to their charges and making sure that they get a message across to stay calm and get back into the contest.
Well, all the feedback I've had all week about this is that it is...
I'm going to that lolly jar. Have a look at the size of the Raiders lolly jar there.
One-way traffic. And that's the fault. We saw the semi-final. What was that second semi-final score again, please, Luke?
Yeah, that's it, Robbie. So, well, that was 83-7 in favour of the Panthers. They've met 4 times this year, and it's been the Panthers dominant in every single one of them. But at quarter time of the grand final, it sees the Raiders in front by 20 points, 3-4-22 to Lavington's 2 behinds. So we'll get to a break, returning shortly with the second term. Lavington Sports Ground, quarter time in the Women's Open Grand Final for 2024, and this is so interesting. So Lavington, the dominant team all year, but at quarter time of the Grand Final, the Raiders are up. They're heavy underdogs, but at the moment, they have a 20-point lead. 3-4-22 to Lavington's 2 points, Dan.
Yeah, David versus Goliath story I've been told coming into this game, and this is just an amazing turnout for Raiders. They've had the 12 inside 50s to Lavington's 7. They've been really dominating the ball. They've won their own footy. They're putting scoreboard pressure on. They're doing everything right. Let's hope they can sustain it, Lukey.
Yeah, very sure. Actually, we might go down to Bobby now. We'll go down to you, Bobby Jackson.
Surprisingly very calm, the Lavington Footy Club, with a little bit of just make sure you do your job, be responsible for what you're doing, whereas on Raiders are more or less just keep driving and keep riding this wave that we're on at the moment and just see what happens. So stark contrast, both the huddles.
Well, it'll be one of the biggest footy stories on the border this year and for quite a while, but we've got a bit to go yet. Here's the second term with Robbie McKinlay.
Well, they've got a lot of work to do here. Straight at Hyde, out of the middle for the clearance, drives it into half forward. That's the sort of response they're looking forward to. Here's a chance now for him. Snap there by Casbon. Kicks it high up towards the goal square. Drops short now. They've got numbers at the ball here. Fielder through traffic was clever. Got a hurried kick. Ball still alive here. Here's a big chance. Handball, got rid of it. The Raiders, though, they swarm in defence, and this is what they've done so well throughout that first quarter. And they just don't let it get out to those hungry Panthers on the edge there, waiting to snap it. Lukey Francis, we've gone a minute in the second term.
Let's have a look, Robbie. So we've got a stoppage, 20 out from goal, scoreboard end. Down low there was McCabe again. Got her hands on the footy in the opening term. A few possessions. In tight here, many players around the field. This looks like it's going to be tied up again, and the umpire will have it. Panthers shooting for 3. As we said, they won the 14s to the 17s, but right now they're trailing in the biggest one of the day, and they're screaming, raging, red-hot favourites, as we know, and the Raiders with a 20-point lead. So let's have a look. Ball coming the way here of Howie. Coming out now for the Raiders was Butterworth. That was Bailey. Panthers pick it up, though. They take possession and work it around now through Cobzan. She goes right up towards the goal square. Raiders have to work hard here at ground level to try and hold the ball up. Will they stand up on this occasion? Comes back out again. And nice work there from Unwin. And the umpire is going to take control, Robbie.
Yeah, Unwin's been good. She's played a big part in that defence. So up they go. They just cannot crack this. And here's their chance. Panthers run on, open goal, snap on way. They've got there. They've kicked the goal.
Emily
Weaven has done it. And it was great work in the ruck there. And that's just the one they needed. Big time. First goal on the board. Yeah, that was the start that Lavington desperately needed. I thought Raiders' defence was holding up okay in that opening couple of minutes, but a couple of repeat inside 50s meant that Lavie were able to put some scoreboard pressure on. A good finish there by Weaven. Brother of Harry Weaven, I believe, at North Albury, or relation? No. It's actually Weavers, guys.
Come on, boys.
Weaven? I thought I'd just pull out a... I thought I'd just have a stab in the dark.
Harry has got a sister. Her name's Izzy.
Theory, man.
Okay, there you
See you
go.
back.
Shush down there, Bobby.
Okay, now there's Howie. Jamie got it away. Nice work from Unwin from the Raiders. Panthers win it back though. Bouncing ball here to the arc of the 50. Unwin goes again, tries to get it and went past Crowther. Now this one tied up. Yep, Robertson is gone here, so the Panthers are going to take it. So Robertson fires it in. Oh, great mark down there. 35 out. So Gunnarsson with a beauty. And Marley will have a shot here, or she can, Dan, from about 30 out directly in front at the scoreboard
That's
end.
exactly where she's shooting from, and Lavie have a chance to go 2 in on the trot after a very fast started second quarter.
Certainly. So this would bring the margin back to 8 points. Marley Gunnarsson comes in. That one's right. It's not going to make the distance right to the goal square. Now, Panthers have a chance to win possession again. Oh, swinging around was Cobzan, and that one has gone through for a minor score. So 22 plays, 9 now on the scoreboard.
Different feel this quarter, boys, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot more energy out of the Lavington Footy Club. I think they might have a bit of a spray at quarter time, and they're responding like good teams do.
Cosban, leading goal kicker this year in the competition, has 46 going into this game. As the Raiders run it out from defence. It's a good kick too down the line. The mark is missed there by, I think it was McPherson or Wayne. Wayne, sounds like a bit of a lisp there, doesn't it, Lukey? But it's not. And it's just nice and steady here at the moment at half-back. Shut up, Jacko. Here we go. Now, here's a chance for the Raiders. Cleverly picked up. Nice little dish off there too. Butterworth was good. But here's a go for the Panthers. Howie drives it long. Intercepted beautifully. Off half-back. Oh, through traffic there was fantastic. Was Workhoven. And the kick's a beauty. And so it wasn't where Robinson marked and the kick came through. There, Luke, take it away. I just need to rethink a few things here.
No worries, Robbie. Here's the Panthers as they're about to go back in again. Oh, not the best of kicks. Bouncing over the head, went past Weavers. Raiders went it off half back, and they want to come this way here to Buttersworth. Here she goes, Butterworth. Nice work from Bailey. Dodging around. She might be gone now, though she is. So Gabby Goldsworthy with a brilliant tackle. Just in front of our commentary position. Oh, smothered by Butterworth. Her and Goldsworthy having a great battle here on true centre wing. This one coming the way of Robertson. Gets it forward.
Oh.
Back to McCabe. Oh, Panthers, nice work just to win it back on the left boot. This one bouncing left to centre wing. Can they keep it in play? They do. This time through Howie. Jamie up in the air. Whistle for a push here. The Panthers will get it through Madeline Robertson, Robbie.
Yeah, drives it long, inside forward 50. A good chest mark taken by Fielder. They wanted 50, Bobby. What do you see?
A little bit of a late touch, but no, it's okay. I'm happy with that.
And Fielder just kicks it across the ground. It's a nice pass too. And it finds Samantha Creasy. She'll go short. Kick's got a little bit too much on it. Or has it? Regathered. Here's Cosban. Dangerous on that left foot. Every time she gets hold of the ball, but dribbles it through for a minor score. 1-4-10 Lavington. Raiders still lead, Dan. 3-4-22.
They are still leading, but the ball is well and truly camped in. Lavington's forward 50 now. 5 inside 50s for them. Goldsworthy getting involved early. 3 early disposals for her. Takes her total to 11 for the day. So she's starting to get a little bit of leather poisoning as well for Lavi.
So it's a 12-point margin in favour of the Raiders here. I have a chance now to pounce on it through Unwin. Well, gets out the back. Breaking away Hyde. Oh, Ruby Hyde. What a gem of a goal from the pocket. Ruby's kicked a ripper, Dan.
Yeah, she has, and she's played some sort of game, Ruby Hyde. She's gotten Lavi back into this contest really quickly. She's had 8 disposals for the day and has kicked a goal. So her work around the centre and then going forward has just been second to none. And Lavington looked to be on the path that we all expected pre-game, Bob.
Sleeping giant has been awoken, boys, and they're menacing at the moment in every facet. Around the ball, in the open, in forward. The pressure down the forward 50 is elite at the moment. So they copped a bit of a spray at quarter time and they've responded like good sides do.
There we go. That's
Answer that, Lukey.
Bobby Jackson down on boundary side. Here they go. They break. Oh, look at Goldsworthy here. Gathered it. Ran through the middle of the ground. Kicked to centre forward. Good mark taken. Last line of defence by Chantal Lamont-Doherty. You like that, Bobby?
Paris?
Well, in that flavour of the Paris Olympics. Now, here's a chance for Raiders. Amy Unwin was good. Handball, though. It's going to be picked up out in the half forward by Carisi. Tapped it forward. Under pump here. McPherson comes in. Sorry, McWayne comes in, helps out. Hurry kick. High up and under. Gold square action coming up here. They lock it down. They can't let this one get out. They won't. And the Raiders keep it in. It'll be a ball up 20 metres out from the Lavington Gold, who trail now by just 6 points.
Yeah, can the Raiders withhold the tide here at the scoreboard end? Oh, nice kick forward here by Creasy. Bouncing to the right and through for one behind. So they're pressing so hard in this second turn. 22 plays 17 now. The Raiders still with the lead, though. The margin's at 5 points. We've got about 11 and a half to go here in the second term. This is AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final Day. This is the Opens. So the Panthers taking out the 14s and the 17s. Raiders lead in the ones, Dan.
Yeah, it is, and that's 8 inside 50s now for Lavi, so they're starting to really dominate this contest in the second quarter.
How many for Raiders this quarter, please, Dan?
Wodonga Raiders have had the 2.
Okay, McCabe, another good mark. Half back, kicks it to centre wing, and just judging the ball so much better. Ruby Hyde, who's probably pushing for best on ground honours at the moment. Hyde kicks it towards half forward. Bit of a falcon involved there for Goldsworthy. Now she regathers. Goldsworthy snaps it over her left shoulder And it's Sophie Pinozzo who takes a good mark at half-back. It's a talented young sportsman person, Sophie Pinozzo, cricketer, soccer player. As Goldsworth marks it, return serves, kick, plenty of room here for Fielder. Fielder has an acre to run in. Ball just won't sit for her. Now it does. Pinozzo with pressure. Broke the tackle. Fielder, tight angle. Shot on goal. Oh, just misses to the near side. Margin now at 4 points. Lavington doing all the attacking. 2-6-18. Trail the Raiders 3-4-22. And here's Luke Francis.
A great effort, wasn't it, Robbie, from Annabella Fielder?
I enjoyed it, Luke.
Very close. 22 plays 18, 4-point margin. So the Raiders back line under a stack of pressure, but they still have the lead by 4 points in the GF. Kick goes to the arc of the 50, holding free kick. So the Raiders to get it here through McCabe. So here goes Briannan. What can she pick out here? Lamont Doherty leads for her. Goes over the pack, gets out the back. Oh, gee. Ellie Lowry just overran it. This time it's Pollard. She overran the pill also. Well, nice work there from Gabby Goldsworthy. Fires it in for the Panthers inside 50. Scoreboard end. Oh, gee, nearly from Angela Fisher. And holding the ball. Okay, so the umpire has picked out a free kick. And this is going the way of Gunderson. So we saw Marley moments ago, Dan, have a shot.
Yeah,
this time she's a bit closer.
She is a little bit close, about 25 metres out, but she's been really good. Her forward craft is sensational at the moment as well.
Here goes Marley Gunderson. Can she put this one through for her Panthers? This would put them in front by 2 points. It's about to drop short on the goal line. Will it be rushed across? Raiders fighting away back there. Panthers, here's Fielder. Oh, Fielder brought down. Umpire says play on. And it's tied up. Still in play, though, in the pocket, Robbie.
Yeah, just a little bit of information I believe you got on Marley Gunderson there, Dan.
From the St Mary's over in the Northern Territory, Robbie.
Yeah.
So I don't know a lot about her background, but yeah, she obviously comes from up there.
Yeah, I think her partner plays footy at Murray Magpies.
There you
So yeah, really talented young lady indeed. So isn't it great to have those people from all over coming down here to play footy on the border on grand final day?
Weavo's sister plays for...
Snap on goal there out of the pack. Didn't quite catch who kicked that one. And we're going to have another behind. So Lavington a little bit out in front of the sticks. 2-7-19. Wodonga Raiders 3-4-22. And while the Raiders are in front, they're a chance, Luke.
You're right about that, Robbie.
Yeah, it's a stunning statement, wasn't it?
No, I agree. Here we go. So the Raiders fullback position through Unwin. And she has a bounce. She's about to send it out with a long one. That's what you want. Try and clear defensive lines. Going back, though, the Panthers through Ruby Hyde. She can play the game. Bouncing ball left. Oh, through for 1 score. So 22 plays 20 now. They trail by 2, the Panthers. So they've had all of the footy in this quarter, Bobby Jackson.
There's a bit of a floodgate sort of feel about this, boys. They're about to open up and it's all going one way at the moment.
Yeah, Ruby Hyde with best on ground in the second semi-final victory. And was keen to make up for a quieter performance in grand final last year and certainly doing everything right today. Ball in the centre of the ground. Now the Raiders, a chance to go forward for a rare occasion. Might have been tackled without the footy. Play on the call. I think Bobby agreed. Or ankle maybe in that only area in the ground that hasn't got much grass on at this point in time. But the Panthers, through Eliza Hart, combined it very well with Maddie Robinson. Kicked the ball at half. I think it's time we're just going to pull up stumps here and just check on the...
She got stuck in the mud there, boys.
Yeah.
That wet patch that's about 3 metres square. She slipped on that, and then the tackle was made it all about awkward landing.
Trying to work out who it might be. We're front onto our camera position here to where we are. And yeah, so we're just trying to work out who it might be at this point in time.
Could be Brianna McCabe. See her out there.
Yeah, they ring the changes. Meanwhile, Lavington, the skipper, Kimmy Crowther coming back on, and Ruby Dean. Karina Brown. Yeah, Bobby, I'm not sure we'll be able to, if you've got any intel on that one, but we've got the trainers out there now, as you could see on the coverage. And
Emily Pollard, boys. I've just been reliably informed.
Been playing pretty well too, Pollard.
Reliably? Unreliably. She's smirking at me, the lady that just told me. So I'll just say informed.
Informed.
Yeah, that doesn't look good. It was definitely a lower league issue.
You wouldn't believe that. There's only one patch on the ground, a wet patch.
Yeah.
It's about 2 metres by 2 metres. And Emily's come down on it. And she slipped.
Unbelievable.
Hurt her ankle. So Very unfortunate. So we've got a 2-point lead here to the Raiders, 3-4-22 to 2-8-20, and she's making her way to the bench now. Emily, Bobby? Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby said he...
Sorry,
he's
boys.
gone home, hasn't he?
No, I'm just watching to see what's going on.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think Raiders have got a player to replace it. They haven't. Raiders.
They are very short. Like
Yeah.
Jade Hoff, the coach, at the moment, she's coaching the side.
Yeah.
Was captain last year, and this year's
Yeah,
captain. But she
we're
did her ACL and MCL mid-season, so they've had a wretched run. So they are really, they're down. We've already seen another player come off injured, which is going
she's
back
back
on.
Juliet Hooker. She had a head knock earlier on,
Yeah.
and she's just been given the okay to come back on. So
Wretched luck.
they're down to no one on the bench, Raiders. So they need to do everything right from here on in.
Well, maybe Bobby, you can chuck the kid on and out you go.
Wrong side of Wodonga, mate.
Jeez, he didn't beat around the bush there, did he, Robbie?
Oh well, you're not side.
Bob.
Yes, mate.
Okay, so this ball's coming way back here. Yep, so we're about to reset and go again.
Panozzo's got it, Lukey.
That's it, Robbie. So she goes out towards a huge pack out there. Oh, getting her hands to it was Howie. Jamie couldn't quite reel it in. Comes out the front of the contest. Going to fire it back, the Raiders. Oh, that kick was smothered. Sheldrick, Olivia, just went over the top of it. And then had to go again. Well done from Olivia. To the arc of the 50. Raiders win it, though, again off half-back. So they repel the challenge. Oh, Lamont Doughty. Well done from Chantel. And she's going to put it down towards the half-forward flank for the Raiders. Butterworth has to go after it. The Panthers, though, take possession and get it right down. Just left of centre wing. This is Claire. So Holly, what can she do with it? Holly Claire goes short. Nice delivery. So they retain possession here through Gunderson. She wheels around, wastes no time, Marley. Good kick. That's a great mark too by Lila Bell, looking directly into the sun. Nice mark. Chips it inside 50 over the back. Now that goes McCabe. That was Briannan. Nice work to get it out for the Raiders. Bouncing ball just in front of Robertson. She gets around, back onto that right foot, and she gets it right out to the outer side, Robbie.
Yeah, it does indeed, and it's Karina Brown will be first to the ball. Shaped a handball to Ruby Hyde, then shimmied and went the other way, drove the kick long. Sun in the eyes becomes a problem this time of the day at Lavington. McCabe off half-back, handballed. In hope, really more than anything, Piper Coleman was put under the pump a bit, and it's going to be locked down for a ball up. So Raiders bravely still hanging on to a lead, 3-4-22. Lavington 2-8-20. They haven't scored this quarter, have the Wodonga Raiders, but all the good work they did in that first quarter still see them lead the game with 3 or 4 minutes to go in this first half. There might be a chance to get the ball inside their forward 50. Here's a go. Clever little handball, underground handball there by Lamont Doherty. Robinson was there. Wayne was there, and the umpire says, give it to me. And the ball's in that area, Lukey, that only patch on the ground where there's no grass on it, and it'll be balled up right in front of it. Raiders lead by 2.
Right of the centre. Oh, breaking away here, Ruby Hyde. Hasn't she got some pace? Oh, nice mark down forward. So this time through Stewart. So Summer, she's about 45 out, just lobs it in. Hands to the contest. That was Bowers at the front. Still has it. And Georgie is about to give the ball back to the umpire. So 15-20 out now. We've got a 2-point lead here to the Raiders over the Panthers. That's right. Oh, well done by Fielder.
Yep.
Annabelle Fielder's kicked the goal for the Panthers. And finally, Dan, the favourites, hit the front.
Yeah, they have, and it's well deserved. They've had 14 inside 50s to 2 this quarter in Raiders, so they are absolutely dominating this affair. And it's on the back of a dominant display from players like Gabby Goldsworthy. She's had 17 disposals for the day. She's dominating. She's got leather poisoning, and Ruby Hyde's been fantastic. She's had 11 and a goal. So 2 of those players are really helping steer Lavi's resurgence in this second term.
Beautifully put, Daniel. Can you add to that, Bob?
I just got to have a heat check on Goldsworthy. Is there more than one of her out there?
Yeah, you got to see that. That's
Got a clone. Yeah.
This happened in last
Boy,
year's
oh
grand
boy.
final.
She
It's like
covers
that.
the ground.
She's everywhere.
Her and Ruby Hyde. I'll get their combined stats shortly from you, Dan. It's 26-22. Lavington lead. There's Ruby Hyde again. Ran with the ball. Gave it a handball over the top. Hyde will get it back here. Has a little bit of space. Picks it up now. Hurry kick to Goldsworthy.
Guess who?
Lurking. Goldsworthy Can't quite grab it just yet. Now does handball. Just misses Cosban, who does a spectacular leap up the paved sort of area around the fence there. And the free kick's going to come the way of the Raiders. What are you looking at me for, Dan?
Combined 33 disposals between Gabby Goldsworthy and Ruby Hyde and a goal.
Who's got the most out of those?
Gabby Goldsworthy. She's got 18 and Ruby Hyde has the 13.
You don't need to be smug about it.
Sorry.
Hang on a minute. Did you say 33?
16 and 18 don't eat third.
Yeah, 18 and 13.
I might need a recount.
You clown. Well, take it away, Luke.
Well, this is just very interesting here in the box. Dan Vaccaro's gone for the calculator.
He's using the calculator. Oh, for God's sake. You've got to use a
just,
calculator.
Unbelievable stuff here. Huh? Okay, ball dribbling inside 50 here. Oh, breaking away. Cobzan, Kaylee on the boot. Fielder goes for it, picks it up.
Oh!
Great tackle. And brought down in the back pocket. So the Raiders, they just hold up. A 2-point lead here to the Raiders. They trail by 4 points. Lavington in front, 26-22. Here come the Raiders out of the back pocket. Oh, nice work. And they keep it in. So Ruby goes again. Hyde at the bottom of this. She dived over it. Umpire to take it. We're going to have a stoppage just outside 50 at the scoreboard end, Dan.
Yeah, we have 16 inside 50s for Lavie this quarter to Raiders 2, so they are dominating this affair, Lukey.
That Beatles 18. Here's Hyde again from the clearance. Can she gather? Does. Stepped around one. Straightens up. Shot on goal. Ruby Hyde misses to the left-hand side. So 3-9-27 Lavington. Wodonga Raiders 3-4-22. And that combination, Bobby, of Goldsworthy and Hyde is starting to really impact this game.
Just how impressive their work rate is both ways. Like, defensively, they both work hard back as well. So they're very good to watch, those two girls. Very good.
So just over 30 seconds to go here in the second term. So we're working up towards a long break. Lavington have hit the front in the second term. They lead by 5 points. They're about to have a crack at the pill here. Here come the Raiders. Powell got brought down. What a cracking tackle. Gabby Goldsworthy. Here she goes, Gabby, and she sends it inside 50 here. Wide out fielder. She can be very dangerous inside 50. And just over the chalk it goes. So about 30 around from goal here. Scoreboard end on the far side. Siren about to go to bring the long break. And what a grand final we've got on our hands. At half-time, it is the Lavington Panthers, 3-9-27, leading by 5 points over the Raiders, 3-4-22. You're with Robbie McKinlay, Dan Vaccaro, Bob Jackson and Luke Francis at the Lavington Sports Ground. We'll get to a break on AFL North East Border Grand Final Day, back with a big second half right after this. In 10. We're at the Lavington Sports Ground for AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final day, and at the moment, at the long break, it is the Lavington Panthers by 5 points, 3-9-27 to the Raiders 3-4-22. The Raiders burst out of the blocks, the underdogs. They had a good lead at quarter time, but in the second term, Dan, the Panthers were able to peg them back.
Yeah, Lavington just got back to what they do best, and they started dominating the territory battle. That 17 inside 50s, 24 for the half in the end, so they really put them to the sword. Goldsworthy was fantastic that half. She had 19 disposals, and Ruby Hyde as well, 13 and a goal for her. So they were just really simulating that half and really put Raiders to the sword. They only went inside forward 50 twice, Wodonga Raiders, so really struggling. Let's see if they can get back some ascendancy in this second half, Lukey.
Absolutely. Let's go to Bobby Jackson, who's with us up in the box. He'll head down to ground level very shortly. Bobby, it's been a great contest, hasn't it, between the Panthers and the Raiders?
Yeah, it has been, and Raiders were fantastic in that first quarter. And through every punch they had in the kit bag there in the first quarter, but the class of the Lavington Panthers rose to the surface there in that second quarter on the back of what D-Back just said, Ruby Hyde and Gabby Goldsworthy, but also filled her up forward. She looks very, very dangerous, along with the leading goal kicker there, Robbie. I've forgotten her name. Bobs.
Yeah, Kale Cosban.
That's it, Cosban.
Yeah,
she looks lethal. She looks lethal on that left foot. Yes.
Yeah, nice play. And that's the thing, Bobby. If she gets off the chain, for half a quarter, she'll kick 2 or 3 goals. So. Yeah, it's a big challenge there, but by goodness, they've been brave, the Wodonga Raiders. If you had said they were only 5 points down at half-time, I would have said, Dave, what are you on, Luke?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know what
and only gave up that lead with about 2 minutes to go in the second quarter too, Robbie. So they were very competitive.
The mail Dan Vaccaro gave us was this was going to be so one-sided.
That's straight under the Dyson. Come on, Bob.
Yep. No, that's it.
They're right, D-Back.
Dan, you need to pull your head in, and you need to seriously talk about your mail. Here we go. We're underway. Second half action. Here's Goldsworthy. Gets the first clearance. Pumps the ball inside half forward. Running onto it now is Gunderson. Gathers. Clever. Marley. Handball over the top. Intercepted. Gunderson goes back for another crack at it. Went right. Went left. And has kicked one. Very good. Still in play. Chance here for the Panthers. I thought it was going through for a point. Caught with the ball. Free kick. That took a bit of sting out of it, Lukey.
Yes, Robbie. Let's go to Bobby because I know he's worked up.
That was one of the great calls. That needs to be cut for the Accras, that does. That we're right there.
They'll win great calls.
That will win us one of the awards that...
Oh, okay. A National Radio Award in Accra. Robbie McKinlay, some of his best work here on a Sunday afternoon. Now, Gabby Goldsworthy, speaking of...
Me, boys.
Hang in there, boys.
21 disposals, Gabby Goldsworthy.
She's been unreal.
Oh, what a grab.
Oh, super. So the Panthers have got it, and that's a great mark being taken by Cobzan. So Kaylee, with the Sharon here, she'll make contact from 40 out. Has she got the distance in that, Robbie?
I really do believe she has.
Here she goes, Kaylee. She's winding up now. Left foot, it's going and going. Hands go up. Over the back it goes. The Raiders hold up here. They get a quick one out. In pursuit of the ball here is Fisher, Angela. Raiders, though, get it out at ground level. This ball, umpire lets it go here. Play goes on, and the Raiders get a clearing kick, though. No, it's marked. So it might be coming back in through Creasy here. Samantha, 55 to 60 out, gets it on the boot. Coming in again, the Panthers. So Raiders defence under pressure. Ball goes to ground. Well, nice work from Gunderson. And then on the boot from Cobzan again to the goal square. Fist away from the Raiders. Ground level, Gunderson overran it. Trying hard here is Pinozzo, Sophie, and now we finally get a stoppage. 25 out from goal, Hannah Street hands.
Yeah, starting from where they left off. Lavington, Pinozzo's been good, but yeah, 3 inside 50s already for Lavington Panthers, so starting to really dominate the territory.
No one in the gold square from the ruck. Brown took it and plucked it and just handballed it in the end. Here's Pinozzo, caught with it. Just off a little soft handball, which worked out okay in the end. Hyde went at the footy and then came in. Fortunately, might have got one high, then applied a really good tackle. Great news for Raiders is that Juliet Hooker is back on the ground, which is terrific because we saw her leave in a very jaded condition. But that's great news.
It is, Robbie. Yeah, that is
And
terrific.
She is back there ready to pick, because they are so short on players too, the Raiders. They are down to the last, where's Sky Burgess when you need her?
Well, that's it.
In bloody Queensland. Unbelievable.
Sunny Queensland.
Unreal.
Here they go. Cosbet, good looking, dangerous early in this quarter. Pinozzo there lurking around. They just lock it down again. No, Pinozzo gathered it, kicked it inside the 50. Centre square. Goldsworthy had to handball in the end. I don't think the player had the ball. Here's Goldsworthy again. Rushes, kicks it, long, Cosban marks.
What a great mark.
We've been playing 3.5 minutes. She's already had 4 disposals this quarter, Goldsworthy. She's up to 23 for the game, so she's just playing an unbelievable game.
Robbie, she's Diesel Williams-like around the ball, around the contested ball.
Now here's Cosban. This would be 4th possession for this quarter too, Dan. Won't miss on this occasion. Hooks it through for a point.
Yeah.
There we go. So she's been a little bit astray today, Cosban, but has been the leading goal kicker in the competition. Cut her a bit of slack.
Is that how far back you Carlton boys have to go to start reminiscing about the players? Back in the 90s. Come on.
Yeah, that's back in the Milhana days.
Yes, stuff, Dan.
Okay, here goes Unwin from the back pocket.
Brucey Doyle,
Coming
big
outside 70.
80s.
Well, none of these young ladies would know any of these names. Now, getting out wide here is Weavers. Oh, now there's Dean. Gets it on now to Howie. She goes forward, Jamie. Mark taken by the Raiders defensive. Well done by Robertson.
They've been good.
Yep. Bailey with it. About to come out towards outside defensive 50. Creasy gets it out the back. Oh, McPherson. Yeah, did she get taken high? Yeah. Then she will take the kick. So Emily with it. Kicks a good goal earlier on in this grand final. Right now, we've got the Lavington Panthers up 3-10-28 to the Wodonga Raiders 3-4-22. Turned over here. Panthers about to come back in.
They are indeed, but Pinozzo again, who's lifted her work rate, kicks the ball back. It clean bowls Creasy right in front of the centre square. They paddle it though, the Raiders. A little hurried kick there from Beth Powell. Ball not quite inside forward 50. Sitting over the ball now is a chance for the Raiders. They could just dish it out. Oh, just overran it there. Was a really good chance for Piper Coleman. Now they're in trouble. Oh, good tackle. Strong tackle. Turnover. McCabe, long, over the top. Ball bouncing free in the goal square. They've got numbers back here. Here comes Hunt. Courtney overran the ball. Couldn't get hold of it. Kicks it to centre half forward. Still a chance here. Alive and kicking now. Kick off the ground was clever. Bobby Jackson wants to ban it. I don't agree. Here's a chance. Overrunning the ball now was McPherson. This game is lifted. Have a look at Wayne. Wayne grabbed the ball. Drove it inside forward 50. Numbers at the ball. Goldsworthy brilliant. Kicks it to centre wing. Here's Luke Francis.
And the ball's gone out of bounds, Robbie. Let's go down to ground level and Bobby Jackson.
Yeah, Robbie called the ears off that one again. The tempo has lifted. Raiders are throwing all their eggs into one basket here. They're really having a crack in this last half of the season.
Oh! Gee. So, a big collision there. Now we've got the lady down.
No, Juliet Hooker again.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, she's up. Oh, look at her go, Juliet. She's back in action. Anyway, Stewart goes on. Summer gets it down the line here on the boot. Raiders are going to bring it out of defence, so again. Robertson takes the mark. Bailey plays on here. Left of centre wing, broadcast side. Couldn't take the mark, McCabe. Play goes on. Gets out the back here. Panthers trying to keep control of the footy. Off the ground by Creasy. Doing well here, the Raiders.
They are.
Yeah, they're just trying to, through Robertson. She got it up high again, Bailey. That didn't go very far, but the mark was paid to Wayne. And they move it into the middle, trying to pick up Powell. So Bethany now, she's got to try and pick out a target. And she goes with one to true centre half forward in the direction of McPherson. She gets out the back, Emily. She has a shot on goal. Oh, that would have been one of the goals of the day to Emily McPherson. Kieran Dibben going back, but it's gone through for one minor score.
Having a really good period here with Wodonga Raiders. They've gone inside forward 53 times, and they're starting to move the ball, and they're really tough at the contest as well. So it's a great sign of the things to come in this half.
Bobby,
Yes,
have
mate.
you missed something today, or have we missed something? And here's a chance. Mark, play on. McPherson to put the Raiders in front.
Scoring end.
Misses, yes, on the right-hand side. Margin back to 4 points. Bobby, there has not been a goal kicked to the grandstand end. Is there a breeze out there? No one's asked you.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, no one. And you haven't told us.
Correct.
There you go. That's short and
geez.
sweet.
Oh, wow.
Righto.
Okay.
Feel free to elaborate.
Hey, he's getting a bit tired. It's been a big weekend for Bob.
Bobby Jackson on his 15th Red Bull here this afternoon.
I reckon he needs
Well,
16.
might be
Run up
gone.
the
How
walls.
Chrissy over at the umpire.
He's climbing up the interchange bench.
He
there.
will.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm hanging in there, boys.
Jump up here.
Just like Spider-Man down there, Bobby Jackson.
look at
Okay,
him.
they've got a stoppage, 40 out scoreboard end. 4-point lead to the Panthers. They're trying to make it 3 today.
Geez, they've been brave. There's
Yep.
a gutsy effort. They'd have to be so proud of what they've been put out here today.
That's right, Robbie. Here they go again. This time through Dean. That was Ruby. Goes to the deck. And breaking away was guess who? Ruby Hyde. She's been unreal. Ball heading towards the chalk on the far side. And it goes out of bounds. Dan, what's our stat in this quarter that you'd like to tell us about?
Look, Goldsworthy, I really love her as a player. She's doing a really good job. She's up to 24 disposals on the stat sheet this game, and she's been best on ground for mine.
What about Heidi?
Heidi is still on 13.
What is that combined total?
You can work that out.
37.
There you go. Good
Here
maths.
goes. Here is, I guess Gunnison, was it? Drives the ball, but they're going to get a chance. Here's Raiders. Shot on goal by Beth Powell. Misses, and it goes out of bounds. So they have had, in the last couple of minutes, 3 opportunities to either level or hit the front. This is one of the bravest grand final performances you could imagine for. They have been unbelievable. Take it away,
Certainly
Luke.
have. Here they go, the Panthers. Oh, that was nice work, or a nice mark to Roach, but it kick wasn't great. But they go on now, so ball's in the centre. McGrath tried to get to it. Oh, Ruby Hyde.
Heidi.
She's just been super. True centre wing broadcast side. Now the Panthers are out. They can retain possession and pick it up here. So Stewart,
Hyde.
they get it out the back. Here's Hyde again. Raiders goes through the hands of Bowers. Got to work now. Gunderson at the bottom. Umpire
out.
says play on. So this time Cobb's in. She plays on here. About to go for goal on the left. And she's got it. Kaylee Cobbs-Ann has kicked the beauty here to the Hannah Street end. And the Panthers, they're just starting to assert their authority now, Dan.
Yeah, first score from that end, and that was a classy finish there by Lavington. So really just starting to flex their muscles now. Raiders shot themselves in the foot a little bit. They went forward, they had the ball camped, and then Lavi do what good teams do and go forward and do not make any mistakes. Good finish.
That had class written all over it, didn't
Yeah.
it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gets onto that left foot. It's a nice left boot, Bob.
Something about left footers, isn't it? It drives you crazy. They just seem to kick the ball better than what the rest of us do. So that was a fantastic finish by Cobbs-Ann. Fantastic.
Speak for yourself, mate. In the ruck. Big Ruby Dean's doing well in there. And
she's
Dean
a
follows
freak.
up good work. Here's Hyde, regathers, handball over top. Now they come through. Well, a quick hurry kick. It might be okay. It's worked out all right here for Marnie. Marnie Gunderson, all the way from St. Mary's in the Northern Territory. Inside forward, Godsbam has it. Got to push. Now, is she in range? This is the question.
No.
Ooh, it's a big kick.
Keep an eye on Gunderson coming off the ground, Bobby, too, please.
One thing for Lavy, they do heavily rotate. So just a normal rotation for Goldsworth.
Okay. Yep. Here comes Cobbs-Ann
Oh,
from 55
Gee.
metres. Gets it to the top of the gold square. The Sharks are lurking out the back. Solid defensive kick there by Georgia Bowers. Tap over the top. Here the Raiders. They need a clearing kick here. And they might be in a bit of space. Handball was lofted over the top. Hyde got a hand on it. Intercepted. A dangerous situation. Brilliant tackle. Brought the ground. Power for Raiders. Kicks it towards the middle of the ground. Big numbers coming here. Have a look at them coming through now. Now they're a chance. McCabe Gabbard for the Raiders. Needs to go short. Spots a teammate. Gutsy effort. Working away there. They're a bit of a chance here through traffic. Butterworth on now to Hunt. Oh! Courtney Hunt was cleaned up with a brilliant tackle. Unbelievable tackle. Last side of the fence by the Panthers. That was sensational, Lukey Francis.
certainly was, Robbie. Ellie Lowry with a beautiful tackle. Oh, another one. Oh, hasn't it gone up a notch here in the third term? That was great work from Butterworth. So Bailey picks it up for the Raiders. So can they pick up a goal here? Oh, nice handball off. So McPherson, Emily loads up. That one is, just didn't have the legs. Gee, it was on target. Anyway, so we're about 15 out from goal here, scoreboard end. Umpire lets it go here. Here comes Gabby Goldsworthy. Ruby, I should say, Ruby Hyde.
Clever.
Handball up. Now for the Panthers, Hodges. Or Butterworth. Yep, holding the ball again. So it's going to go to the Raiders, so Craig will have it. 10-point margin here.
She's not backing herself in, is she?
It's for Lavington Panthers.
She's going to centre it, I think.
She's 65 out. Or not quite making the distance. That one going to Sheldrick. And we're going to have...
got one high there, I reckon, Luke.
To Robertson there.
Yep.
Robbie.
Yeah, Robinson's kicks long and deep, top of the gold square. Now here's a bit of a chance here for the Panthers. Claire Lane, who's been really good down back there, gets the clearing kick. Chance here for Isla Bell. Gathers. Oh, yes, she does. Second time around. Has Goldsworthy to go to. Does that. Here goes Gabby. Weighs up her options. Goes long. It's not a good kick in the end, though. And it's going to be marked there by Georgia Bowers. Sorry, Sophie Panozzo. In the sky blue boots, goes for the old mongrel fashion torpedo punt.
Oh.
And it's a good grab taken there by, well, guess who, Bob Jackson?
GG.
GG. And a kick goes to Heidi.
Oh, my Lord.
And she'll play on, Luke. Something's brewing here.
Those two have been absolutely brilliant, Robbie. Hyde and Gabby Goldsworthy. Ball gets out the back here, so Cobb's in. Here she goes. Now, Kaylee Cobb's in, swings it around on the left. Oh, I tell you what, that is magic. That is a ripper. So the Panthers now, they break away, Dan, and they're going to be hard to run down from here.
Yeah, very hard. That was a classy finish again by Lavington, and their ball movement through the middle of the ground and off the half-back line is just second to none, so they've been fantastic. That was their 8th inside 50. Caitlin Goldsworthy now, she's had 6 disposals this game, and Ruby Hyde's worked her way up to 5 this quarter as well. So what a fantastic effort by Lavington, and they're really starting to put Raiders to the sword.
Okay.
Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby, what do you got?
Yeah, I just can't get over Hyde, Goldsworthy, and now Cobbsand's coming to the party as well. Those three just class performers, and they've really stood out for me in this third quarter for the Panthers.
That's a good-looking left-foot kick as anyone we see during the year, this Cosban. It is absolutely sensational. Here's Hyde tracking the ball. Don't dismiss her here. She's got a couple to beat. Palmed it towards Goldsworthy. The dynamic duo, like Batman and Robin, aren't they? Goldsworthy and Hyde.
I was going to say Cagney and Lacey.
Geez, that's a blast from the past. The two Ronnies. Here's a chance. Emily McPherson. Kick on goal. The sun was in the eyes of Kieran Dibben there. And she did well in the end. Might have got a hand on it. Says good day to someone in the crowd too, which I love to see, Luke, a bit of crowd participation. And they'll kick the ball back in. And they've had their chances this quarter, Lukey Francis.
Yeah, they have, Robbie.
The Raiders, that is.
Yeah. No, you've got to keep your fans on side, don't you?
Like, always.
Bit
Look
of
at
crowd engagement.
Have a look at Bobby at the quarter-time praise.
Well, that's it. That's it. He was going up to people.
He was.
And saying, do you want a photo with me?
Do you want a photo? Do you want? I've got a pen. I've got a Sharpie.
That's
He's a
right.
shocker, isn't he?
I can sign it. Shut up, Van. Dan, he said to you, didn't he?
Yeah, he told me where to go, didn't he?
Oh, that's it.
I
That's
use,
right.
I use a Sharpie, not a pen.
Okay, 40 plays 25 here. Lavington up, the Panthers. Now, we've got under 4 to go here in the third term. Okay, McCabe working hard here. A good contest over there. Many players around the field, and the umpire's going to take control. So we're going to have a stoppage, 35 to 40 out. Scoreboard end. It's favouring the far side. Getting up high there was Dean. Gets out the front. Raiders are about to... Are they going to take possession? No, they're not. Ball's at the ground. Weaver's had a crack at it. And then getting it forward here was McCabe again. She's been good today for the Raiders. Tried a hard out. Ball in the pocket. And it's going to be tied up again, Dan Vaccaro.
It is going to be tied up again. And Raiders, as we said, they've had their opportunities. They've gotten forward. They just can't capitalise on the scoreboard, and Lavington hurt them.
Dean again did well. And, hurry, rush kick there by Samantha Creasy. Works out okay too. Went to Goldsworthy. A good mark taken there. Is it Robertson? Half back.
Weavers.
It is Weavers, yes. It's caused me some issues today,
That's
Emily Weavers. And a 50 or a 25?
20.
Well, Bobby's not really sure on that.
Well, Bobby
rule.
gave us 4 answers.
He said
last
either 15, 20 or 25. Weavers kicks it long. Cobzan from behind. Can't gather the football. And the Raiders might get clearance chance here. No, they won't. Well, someone was held without the ball. I'm trying to work out who it was, and now we've found out it might have been Marnie, it was. Marnie Gunderson. I'd like to see her slot one through at some stage. I reckon it'll be a nice little celebration there. Here's Gunderson. Pumps the ball inside forward 50. Good work there from the Frenchman. Chantal Lamotte-Doherty. Bonjour to you all out there.
That'll do me.
Here's Goldsworthy. She was like going to a dance in the 50s there. They did the swing around, Dan. I don't know what they call that dance. It's the pride of Erin.
That would have been prominent in your 20s, Robbie, back in the 50s.
I've heard a lot about it.
Certainly not breakdancing in Paris, that's for sure.
No, well, that was it. Ray Gun.
Oh, Ray
I
Gun.
would just wish they'd get off Ray Gun's back.
Yeah, she had a crack.
Yeah, bloody oath. And that's what it's all about in Australia. Get in and have a crack.
Yeah,
you mightn't win it, but have a bloody go. It's 40 to 25 here. That's what Raiders have done today. Lavington lead by 15, but goodness me, Raiders have been brave.
What are your thoughts on Ray Gun, Bob?
I've got none.
Oh, dearie me. So, ball heading out towards the flank here. Let's see. Going off the Raiders are about to pick it up here, or are they? Are they going to take possession? No, they're not. Weaver's at the bottom again, and the umpire's going to take it, Robbie.
Look, I'll say about Ray, I'm not going to criticise her performance because she's better than me, but when she went up, I thought it was one of the Australian cricket team going up in one of the old tracksuits from the 80s.
Yeah,
Even like a lawn bowls get up.
Yeah, it was good.
Robbie Perella.
Here goes Goldsworthy. Bit of Jack High.
Rob Perella.
Yeah, okay. Well, collision inside 50. About 30 out from goal here, Hannah Street end. Raiders trying so hard. Gunderson tried to put a tackle on. Gets out the side here. Now towards the arc of the 50. Goldsworthy came through again. Nice work there for McGrath. Trying hard back there for the Raiders. Got to try and win clean possession and just clear it away from the pack here, either team. So there was Lamotte Doherty. She goes in. Chantel had a crack at it.
Heidi.
Gets out the side. Now this is Butterworth. Oh, dangerous hand pass. Oh, might be gone here. Sheldrick applies the tackle.
Throw.
Yep, so Olivia should get the kick here. Let's see what happens.
Needs to move 20 seconds.
Yep, Olivia goes in. Trying to find Weavers here. Emily Ort. I don't know if she knows there's a Raider right on her heels. Now she might be gone. Yeah, tied up there by Unwin. Umpire to have it. Rightio.
Finish her off, mate.
Yeah, we're about to bring the three-quarter time siren, and there it is at the Lavington Sports Ground. So 5-10-40, a 15-point lead to the Panthers over the Wodonga Raiders, 3-7-25. Will the Lavington Panthers keep going to claim the cup in 2024, or will the Raiders just come back with one last-ditch effort? We'll find out on the other side of this break. Three-quarter time at the Lavington Sports Ground, and in the AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final for 2024, it's a 15-point lead to the Lavington Panthers. 5-10-40 leads the Wodonga Raiders 3-7-25. Let's head down to ground level and catch up with Bobby Jackson. What do you got for us, Bobby?
Similar messages from both camps. It's just to finish off your season. Raiders just having a crack, finish off your year, have pride in what you've done today, and Lavington was very similar. Finish off your work, finish off a great season with the right result. So very similar result, very similar speeches by the coaches, but intentions a little bit different. But looking forward to this last quarter, boys. It's been a great day, and hopefully we have a great last quarter.
Robbie, it goes without saying the Raiders need the first goal of this last term if they're to stay in touch.
Absolutely, and you know what? That can turn things around because that can transfer pressure.
Yep.
You know, things are feeling probably pretty good at the moment. It can turn things around. You're so true, Lukey.
And then the crowd gets into it, Robbie.
It all happens, mate. Yeah, you never know. Umpires sometimes get a bit overexcited. They get a bit toey. Everyone does. Commentators. Here we go. 15-point lead they take into the last quarter. I think they're going for 3 in a row, the Panthers.
Yeah.
How about that? And immediately, great tackle applied there by Ruby Dean, who had a fantastic third quarter, I thought. Really came into it. Karina Brown had taken a lot of the ruck work, but Dean, the experienced campaigner that she is, handball that shifted out the back end to Mackenzie Wayne. Intercepted, though. Creasy thumps it to far forward. Playing on immediately. Guess who? The classy left footer goes bang! Oh, Cosban has 3 in a row. And she's just lifted the Panthers to a premiership, I reckon, guys.
Yep.
21-point margin all over Red Rover.
Yeah, so the first of the final term to Kaylee Cobzan. She's played a beauty. So dangerous, Dan. And as well, the Panthers, yeah, they could be home.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. She's kicked 3 goals along with everyone else for Lavington, especially Goldsworthy, Ruby Hyde have all been fantastic, and yet I think they're home as well.
Okay, back in the centre of the ground. Oh, Ruby Hyde has been fantastic. And she receives it back here, Ruby. Right foot to Trish, centre half forward. Sitting under it, Panozzo, went over the back. Ball comes out the front of the contest. Oh, gee, Powell. Powell just clipped a Panther high, and that was Howie. So in goes Jamie. 30 out from goal here, scoreboard end. Ball gets over the back. Can the Panthers get another here? They might finish it off. Cobzan lurking.
Look at this.
Picks it up now. Handball's off. Rush forward by Fisher. Angela, ball rolling towards the pocket. Out of bounds just in front of Brown, and we will have a umpire to take it here. So 46 plays 25, the Panthers up in the final term
Whistle.
in the AFL Northeast Border Women's Grand Final.
Bobby, could you explain this one?
No,
We'll give it a crack. Go on.
I'm not sure. There's a bit of interaction by the out-of-zone umpire.
Oh, he said okay. He said, I'm going to go with what you thought the first time.
Well, that would make sense because he's only 2 metres away from the play compared to 60.
Now he's asking the goal umpire.
I always like when the goal umpire gets involved. I reckon that's when you get confirmation.
But the goal umpire didn't have any...
It's sorted. I think they've got
It's been
the
a long
right
day,
result.
boys. It's been a long day.
Go on, Bob.
Cranky Bob Jackson down on boundary side for Red Bull vodka.
Yeah.
Keep the ball. They could raffle it. Take it down the Newey and raffle it. High kick in there by Howie. Up they go. Out they come. Quick kick, smothered. Another kick. You've got to admire the courage, the effort. Hyde. Her kick was smothered in the end. Went back at it though hard. Knocked over the top there. Panozzo. I thought Cosdam was going to lay the slipper in there. She pulled it right at the end. Didn't go with it. There's Kimmy Crowther, the skipper of this side, the game's record holder at this club. She's. I called for a statue of her to be put in Lavington Square last year after that famous victory. They ignored me.
Oh, dear, Robbie.
We'll chuck it up this week.
I thought you had more pull than that down on the border. Oh, Goldsworthy. Right foot heading towards the goal square. Ball at ground level now. Who can pick it up? And this one is going to be tied up, is it? Yep, umpire to take it. So we saw Butterworth just down on the haunches a moments ago too. That's Bailey. She rolled her ankle, so hopefully she's okay. She's back in action now. Oh, quick snap on the sticks by Cobzan. Kaylee doesn't take. She only needs half a chance, and she'll nearly kick a goal.
A little bit of argy-bargy there too.
I think that's through frustration. She's kicked some points today, Robbie. Have you got a?
I've got it for 3 goals, 3.
Yeah, I think
Maybe a bit more, you reckon?
Yep.
Oh, righto.
Where's our stats man? Is he awake up there?
Yeah, I'm awake, mate. I'm
First-
seeing it out to the end, Bob.
First time
What are you
today.
doing?
Yep.
Yep, here is Juliet Hooker, and great to see her back on the ground. Geez, a lot of courage showing there. Here they go now, the Panthers just looking to put a little bit more icing on the cake for the triple P. Another Raider player down there injured. Keep an eye on that one,
Yeah,
please.
Oh.
Bobby, here's Kimmy Crowther. Dished off the handball to Fielder. Fielder goes to barrel. Fielder goes downtown, to use a basketball term.
I need to stop the game here.
They're going to stop the game now.
She's clutching at the calf, so I think it's a bit more than a
Yeah, okay.
cramp. So I'm just trying to get a look at as to.
Yeah, she's in a bit of
She's
trouble.
in a bit of striff, isn't she?
Yeah.
Is it not Sophie? No, it's not. Is it Sophie Pranozzo or not? Just trying to check out sometimes the colour of the boots. No. I reckon hopefully it's just a cramp.
It's Bailey Robertson.
Bailey Robertson,
there you
boys,
go.
yep.
It's just a cramp too.
She's
I
had a
think.
good day today. She's worked really hard.
Oh,
for
I had a
Raiders.
great day. She's writhing in pain and with a cramp, Bobby, and reckon she's had a great day.
Well, that tells me she's worked really hard.
Yeah,
mate.
come on, Bobby. You're better
Come on,
than
Bobby,
that.
you're better than that.
We're
Yeah.
turning on each other here, aren't we?
Probably need to stop the clock for
And, look, as a sufferer of cramp,
What did you say, T-Back?
nothing.
is a-
Bailey Robertson's back up on her feet now.
Well,
She's
well done, 'cause
Little ginger.
there's a black crow floating around. I reckon Travis will get hold of that. The black crow has landed on centre wing. Have a look at him.
Look at the size of him.
Yeah.
He's Strawberry Crows.
He's got to be. He must be quick for
Wagga
it.
Wagga, the land of many crows.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
yeah.
Look,
Home of the Chico roll, too.
Home of the Chico roll.
it's not.
Yes, it is. It is.
Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Pressure.
Unwin.
Yeah,
Big
pressure.
one. Out of bounds on the full. So the Panthers are going to bring it back in. They are up 6-12-48 to 3-7-25 here in the final term. We've got 15 to go in the big one.
Let's hope the Raiders can really hang on here and maybe even score another goal or two. And whatever the score finishes, Luke, they walk away with pride, don't they?
That's right, Robbie. Now, this lady is actually... Oh, no. I thought it was going to go to Cobb's hand. So they play on now through Brown. Now, maybe Jamie Howie can kick a goal here in the grand final. She's about 35 out. This would take it best. Tricky angle here, Dan.
Very tricky, but she's backing herself.
Jamie puts it on the boot. I tell you what. Oh, not far out from goal 5. So players fight away here. Oh, nicely done from McPherson. Swings it around the body. Well, going again here, Howie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Jamie Howie's got it, and the Panthers are home. They'll claim the cup in 2024. A brilliant goal to Jamie Howie, Dan.
Yeah, great goal there. She had that effort the first time, and then she just followed up her good work and snapping goals, and that's home for Lavington. They're going to be premiers, Lukey.
It was a reverse barrel.
The reverse barrel, I love it.
You with us, Bob?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, the old reverse
It
barrel.
was inside the instep of the footy, but she followed up really well. She done a great job there defensively, and then followed up her disposal, and then finished off the job with her great goal. And her teammates on the boundary line, she must be a bit of a favourite of the crew because their response was fantastic.
Well, a name like Howie, you got to be a bit of a larrikin. Here's Ruby Hyde. Oh, going to get another possession. Second effort's been fantastic. Kick out the far there is picked up out there. What was it? Rebecca Di Paola? Don't think it was either. Help me out, Luke. I really appreciate it. Number 5 has taken the mark there. It's Jamie Howie. Was that the goal kicker? Or is it... No, it's not. It's Sam Creasy. Kicks it towards half forward. Real Mangapla name, that one.
It is a Mangaplano. Yes,
Yeah.
some good footballers from out that way.
Take it away, Luke.
I will, Robbie. So here go the Raiders. Fire it back towards the middle. Dean just went beyond her. She gets another chance at it here, Ruby, and picks it up now. Nice work getting it out the back to Lowry. That was Ellie. Over the head there of Sheldrick. Ball just sneaking inside 50 to the scoreboard end. Stewart. Oh, yeah, on the boot here from Brown. They might get another one just to finish it off, will they?
Look who's lurking.
Yeah, here
They
we
can
go.
raffle this.
Here's Cobb's end.
I reckon banana.
Oh, no, it's not. It is, yep. Cobb's end. Yeah. Oh, out on the full. Okay, so 54 plays 25. The Panthers comfortably home in the grand final today.
Indeed.
And we seem to have another cramp as well.
Yeah, it's a sign, isn't it? Sign of spring's on the way.
Look, it's a hot day too.
It's been a hot day.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's sign of, and nerves play a part, Luke. It sort of builds the whole body.
Well,
the
one thing
cramping
too,
comes
Robbie,
into it.
Bob Jackson yesterday bought every Red Bull on the border.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
these
No
girls
one's
couldn't
got
get
one.
an energy drink. Yeah.
Yeah, but there should be no shortage of pickle juice. That's,
Red
that's
Bull
the
Bob.
that's the secret ingredient
Have
for
we been
cramp.
able to identify who's got the cramp there?
We'll have a look.
A Lavington player.
Yep, thanks, Bob. And it is,
It's Gunderson, Marley.
yeah, Marley.
Yeah,
Marley,
Yeah,
yeah.
she's been good today.
She's been fantastic.
Yep.
Yeah, we must have had.
Works
maybe-
with my sister, I was telling you earlier today, lads. Yeah.
Yep.
And my sister speaks very highly. Oh, look, she's going to come off the
I
ground.
think
That's,
might be a bit more than a cramp.
yeah,
lads.
I hope it is only cramp. But, Bob, if you get a cramp bad enough, it's almost impossible to walk on them.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Nah.
She
No,
might.
it is. You've obviously never done one, have you? A cramp. You ever had a cramp?
Have you seen my calves?
Bob's
Yeah.
an athlete, mate. You don't need.
Bob,
yeah.
yeah.
I've got no calves, mate. You
They
can't get cramps
probably
in something that small.
Marley's coming good, and that's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's not a serious injury. I think
Look-
it's more of a just wheel her off the
Yep,
sideline there.
and get the clock going again.
She might
and-
come off with
Can we
cramp,
do it?
but she'll come off a winner.
Oh,
She'll
absolutely.
come off
She'll
a
going to
winner.
have a medal round her neck.
That's
and
it.
Probably a message to my sister. May not be at work tomorrow, I reckon, if they
Well,
decide to get on, celebrate it.
Well, they got to rehydrate.
And you'll vouch if they
Rehydrate.
ask. Yep.
All right.
We might have a
do
doctor's certificate from Dr. Bob downstairs.
They need to rehydrate tonight and tomorrow,
McCabe takes a good mark. Gosh, they've been brave, the Raiders.
and possibly Tuesday.
Well, that can happen. Here's a chance here now for Fielder. Fielder, a nice little handball there to Bell.
Oh.
Bell got it onto Brown, and Brown thought about having a lead. There's a lot of options here. That forward line has been flooded. High up and under. Who's underneath it? Out the back. Keep an eye on this one. Here's a chance. Running into an open goal. Angela Fisher says, I'll have a little bit of the action. And she puts through her 23rd goal of the season. And that is the sealer beyond doubt.
Yeah,
Yes,
Lavington are
certainly
they're just going from strength to strength now. They're really just rubbing salt into the wounds here, Lavington. They're playing some good footy this last term. Been fantastic all day, Bob.
Yep.
Yeah, they certainly have. They certainly have. I'm just getting a bit of an update here on Gunderson.
Yep.
All good, just a cramp.
Yes, if they're going to get
I
it,
think so. It's just a cramp.
these two teams met 4 times during the year. This is the 5th time they've met. So in round 4, the Panthers won 96-31. They took out the round 6 clash, of course, 67-8. In round 8, the Panthers in a big way, 105-3. A fortnight ago, Lavington took out the qualifying final 83-7, and today they lead 60-25 in the final term in the grand final for 2024. So they're going to get their cup. It'll be well deserved. In the home and away season, the Panthers 12-0, undefeated, and the Wodonga Raiders 8-4. They finished second on the table. So let's have a look here. Lamont, Dowdy, Chantel.
Nice player.
Yeah, here she goes, Chantel. Oh, nice mark from Goldsworthy. She charges forward. She has a bounce. She sends it inside 50. Bit of a top spinner, wobbly one. Here's Weavers. Tries to shoot it out the side. Fielder. She goes in. Skilled player. They break away here through Stewart. Has a shot on goal, and Summer couldn't quite get it. And that is,
Hit the behind post.
yeah, out on the full, Robbie.
Lukey. Yeah, nice little cricket. I like a little cricket connotation there, the top spinner.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, you like that one, Robbie?
Yep.
Loves his cricket, Robbie.
A flipper.
Yeah,
Easy to pick the top spinner.
Favourite cricketer of all time, Robbie McKinley?
Alan Border.
thank you very much.
Alan Robert Border.
Yeah.
Bob?
Mine.
We'll get
No.
back to Bob.
Okay.
Here's a chance here
Lukey,
for the
I know you're
Raiders.
not a great...
No, the freak. Ian Harvey.
Oh, here we go. Here's Ruby Hyde.
That's left field.
Kick was smothered. Here's a chance here. God, good work there by Mackenzie Wayne. Intercepted by Brown. Kicked the ball. Hasn't poor Juliet Hooker had a tough day at the office. Here's Goldsworthy. How many stats for her? Possessions, please. Holly Clare has it as Dan paves his way through his stats numbers. Holly Clare, a little up and under. Fielder underneath it. Couldn't grab hold of it. Looks to get out the back to Cobzan. Fielder has a swing and a miss. Everyone's waiting for the whistle to go. Goldsworthy's there. On to Weavers, and Emily goes wide for a minor score.
Yeah.
8-13-61. Lavington, Wodonga Raiders 3-7-25. And that score of 8-13-61 is a famous score. 1973, that was the score in the second semi-final, Richmond and Carlton.
There
There
you
you
go.
go,
And,
hey?
and Gabby Goldsworthy, she's had 28 for the game.
Very good.
Did you stop counting at three-quarter time?
Yeah.
No, I'm seeing it through to the end, Bob.
Okay, where do you celebrate? Oh, here we go. Look at that from Hart. A high ball in, 20 out from goal, scoreboard in, and the mark is taken. So the Panthers will have another shot on goal here in the final term through Stewart. So Summer, 20 out on what's been, well, basically a summer's day. It's a beauty.
It's been a beautiful grand final day.
Summer Stewart, low ball. Oh, it's hit the stick. It's hit the post. Not to worry. You always want to get one in the final stages of a GF, Bobby, don't you?
Certainly do.
Hit more woodwork than a rusty carpenter.
Oh.
You like that one, boy?
That is.
That's something Luke could say.
Just high up and
Just
under.
wait, I'm just about to pick myself up off the carpet here.
Yeah. And the Kimmy Crowther, the skipper of Lavington, in her 62nd game, which is a record. Oh, the field umpire there just showing a lot of athleticism and just probably he's up on. Just been able to drag that one in. Here's Brown. Tapped it to Hyde. Might have been held without the footy. Brown goes in, gets a half kick. And a free kick. Good umpiring. He's awarded. They're just going to clear get everything out of the road there, Luke.
Yep.
I like that.
For sure.
Like that mindset. And it'll be Raiders. They're going to clear from halfback.
Yeah, beautiful. Down to the flank. Weavers try to come over the top.
Harry.
Good work from Butterworth. Goldsworthy slipped through her hands. Now they play on the Panthers through Crowther. Going forward inside 50 here. Nice work from McPherson. Just looking for a target. Big one out, but the Panthers are going to take it. It's going to be coming back through Lowry. Ellie fires it in here. They might get another here, the Panthers. Just fisted out of the way by McPherson in front of Cobb's-End, and it's gone through for one behind. So how do you celebrate this win, Robbie? Do you head to Sweethearts for a number 5? Do you go to Macca's for an ice cream cake?
Straight into the frothies for the ones that can have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly.
Just
at 18.
enjoy it. Just celebrate with your teammates, Luke, whatever that may be.
Yep.
And whatever you might, however you do, just enjoy the moment.
Go to the Newmarket.
That's my advice to you, Luke, if you're thinking of getting on board with the Panthers.
Okay.
And that one trickles out over the boundary line. Gee, good crowd been in today, hasn't it? You won't be able to probably see it on much on the coverage, but the grandstand's been full, all the pockets here. It's just been fantastic as the Panthers. Oh, how about that for a mark by Gabby Goldsworthy.
Stop the fight. Stop the fight.
It was a slips catch sort of
Unbelievable
effort, wasn't it? Go the torpedo and knock it through. That would just about do me for the rest of the day then. Sits it up to the top of the square. Big fly here. Chance here. Open goal. Panthers miss another one through the fish. Angela Fisher there just a little bit errant. Picked up a goal early in the quarter. 8-16. 64, Raiders 3-7-25.
Running away with it. Now, Lovey, they've put together a really strong last quarter. They've had the 10 inside 50s as well this quarter, which brings their total for 37 for the day.
That's one of the best marks I've seen this year from Gabby Goldsworthy.
Absolutely.
Seriously, down that low to take it in your hands like that.
That's skill.
Unreal. Here goes Ruby Hyde. Over at Hunt. Numbers around the pill here. Umpire to take it. 64 plays 25. Panthers up in the final term of the GF. We've had a good crowd in today. Atmosphere's been super. Let's have a look here. Umpire sends it up. Getting up high there was Dean. That was Ruby. And then, you guessed it, Gabby Goldsworthy. Might have dished that one out one-handed.
Through it, yeah.
And the Raiders to get it. So they take possession here. They've been gallant this afternoon. Gee, they got off to a flying start. They kicked the first 3 goals of the game, the Raiders. Burst out of the blocks, came out flying, but in the end, the Panthers wore them down, got on top. Here goes Hart again. Oh, that one might have been out of bounds on the full. It is, and the Raiders will get it. Left of centre wing, Robbie.
Yeah, just we've talked about Goldsworthy's contribution to this game impact, but Ruby Hyde, first 4 quarters of excellence. Oh, look at this, the old torpedo. Good on you. Oh, and a good grab too. Taken away by Powell. Drives it long, cross half forward. Come on, Raiders. See if you can drive home one more goal. That's a good grab.
Great kick.
And that underneath that was Pollard. What about the courage, Emily Pollard?
Yeah.
She left the ground in that second quarter. She's back on. Here's Powell. They've been courageous today, the Raiders. They've put up a real contest. And they will not lose any fans today. They'll come off this ground. And I know they're not going to win it. But if you ever want a silver medal, it's got a bit of merit. You've seen it here today, Luke Francis.
Well said, Sir Robert McKinlay. Couldn't have said it better myself.
He's happy with that, isn't he?
Butterworth.
Our man, Robbie.
There he is.
Wasn't too
He
bad,
is.
was it?
Holly Clare's in there as well.
chest is
Well,
puffed
don't you
out.
agree, Dan?
No, I do agree, Robbie.
Yeah, well,
I agree with much of what you
You
say.
scoff at me a bit.
No, I don't.
Dan, it's got to be said.
the other way around.
Robbie McKinley's had a very good day. It can't be
Oh,
doubted. It
that's
can't
debatable.
be doubted.
Good. Bob also?
That's debatable, I reckon.
Dan,
Yeah, Bob's been all right.
he's been okay.
I reckon he's left
He's
us.
been okay, Luke.
Even though-
I reckon Bob's not here.
yeah, I reckon he might have made his way to the car park. So Bob Jackson, you still down there, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm just taking it all in here. The Lavington girls are just ready to celebrate. I
Yeah.
think there's a couple of loose units there, Robbie, that might just...
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, get out the passion pop, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Passion
Yeah.
pop.
Yes.
Come on.
There he
What
goes.
is that a joke about Lavy?
Well, that's all we got in Wagga, Dan.
Yeah.
Come on.
Little fat lambs
Fire
in
some slack.
Wagga?
Yeah, that's it.
Here's Marnie. Look at her
Oh,
go.
look at this. Here she goes, Marley Gunderson. She gets one to half forward. Oh, nearly a big clash. Emily McPherson, she can hold her head high. She's been terrific. Raiders off half back here to True. What a terrific mark. That is a beauty from Hooker. In fact, it's Butterworth again. Oh, here they go. Creasy, the
Creasy.
Panthers, and they get it forward.
Off half back. Things are opening up here a bit. Magella, that's not Magella. She played in the previous game. Is Isla Bell. I saw the number 17 and we saw a fair bit. Here's Panozzo. Been one of the best for Raiders. High up and under. Out the back here. Picked up and punted forward. Into a vacant area here. Chance here for the Raiders. Can they just get one more to hang their hat on? It'd be a good reward. Look at the pack of players over that ball. They are fair dinkum. Stakes are high. And the Raiders pressing hard right to the end here, 64-25. Panthers lead by 39. Here's Luke.
Here they do. 45 out from goal here, Hannah Street end. So the Panthers are going to get the prize they richly deserve this afternoon. They're going to claim another cup, another premiership, and they'll make it 3 straight today as well. So in the games we've caught, they've won the 14s, the 17s, and they'll claim the women's opens as well. Free kick given. So they'll win it inside defensive 50. And this is Gunderson, and she's going to get a 20-25.
Well, don't ask Bob.
Yeah, we got a multiple choice answer early on.
I think you got it wrong in the first place. It was a holding the ball decision against Gunderson, and then this happened.
Here she comes.
Kicks wide.
She
Good
does.
grab.
Oh, beautiful mark from Robertson. So Madeline, she goes down the line here to the half forward. Oh, wow. Woo. Going up high there was Hooker. Nearly reeled it in too, a beauty. In fact, it's McPherson, so Emily getting up high and the umpire to take it, Robbie.
She's a star, that girl. The energy that the Raiders have still been able to find here has been fantastic. They're not going to win it. The Panthers have been the dominant side all year. They're going to get the cup. The Wodonga Raiders they've done themselves proud. They kicked the first 3 goals of the game, and we thought it was going to be one of the great boilovers of all time in local sport. But the Panthers have showed their class. The ball's at centre wing. It's down near Bobby Jackson, down there on boundary side. We've got 20 seconds to go here. And it's a final kick in. It's going to come here for the Wodonga Raiders. Drive it to half forward. Another good grab taken. Can they get one more goal? Playing on quickly. The handball was good. Oh, there's the tackling. That is just typifies the spirit of the Panther. Ruby Hyde plays on. Takes the advantage rule. Kicks it to half forward. And it's all over here at the Lavington Sports Ground. It's the Lavington Panthers. They win their 3rd premiership in a row. And they've all been against the Wodonga Raiders. It was 1 point last year. It was 9 points in 2022. There's been a little bit more authority about it today, a 39-point margin. But don't take anything away from the runners-up, the Wodonga Raiders. They were absolutely fantastic, Dan Vaccaro.
Yeah, they were. They had adversity at the start of the game when Raiders came out of the blocks, but they just responded as a great team does, and it was led by Goldsworthy. It was fantastic. She had 30 disposals, and we'll go boundary side because I think Bobby Jackson is going to get the winning coach.
Congratulations, we've got the premiership coach here, Scotty Curfew, mate. 3 in a row, 3 for the day. It's full of 3s, mate. Well done.
3s, yes, definitely. Great effort by the whole club, just across the day. So, couldn't be prouder.
They got the jump on you, kicked the first 3 goals of the quarter, first 3 goals of the game. And there's a little bit of panic, but calm panic in the quarter time break.
Oh, yes, yeah. It sort of hasn't happened all year, so to come out of a quarter and lose a quarter by 20 points was really tough. Look, the girls' credit, we knew just had to compose ourselves, and it was probably a bit of nerves, and all the girls are sort of a bit worried. So, look, credit to the girls. They just locked down, went back to what we normally do, and, yeah, they got the job done.
It helps when you've got Ruby Hyde and Gabby Goldsworthy in the middle there. They were absolutely phenomenal. I think the final count was something like 40 touches each, so they were absolutely fantastic.
Ruby's second quarter was phenomenal. She got us back in the game. Good run, good carry, got that penetration for us. And Gab, again, just does that week in, week out. Fantastic. A couple there, just that last 5 minutes, she's taken fingertip marks and just getting back in. So she's great to have in the team. What
a great advert for the ladies' game it is today with a great... You've turned on the weather. I don't know if Lavington had the pool there, but what a great day's football. Lavington finished with 3 flags and a great stand of football in all 3 games.
Oh, fantastic. Women's footy is just alive and well, and we hopefully can continue. Under 12s are now coming into the comp, so that's working really well. So just trying to build that and keep it happening so we can keep having days like today.
Well done, Coach. Enjoy your win, mate. Well done.
Great, thanks.
Oh, Bobby Jackson, that was a fantastic post-game interview. That was his best work today, Dan.
Yeah, it was. He saved the best for the last minute
He
there,
did.
Bobby Jackson.
He did.
So well done to him.
That's how I roll.
Fantastic. Robbie, it was the Panthers getting home 8-16-64 to the Raiders 3-7-25. We'll get our goal kickers for today's grand final.
Yeah, we will indeed, mate. It was 3 to Kayla Cosban, and she kicked 3 in a row there at one stage. The only 2 goals of the third quarter, first goal of the last quarter. So they were her 3 in a row. They were all running left foot goals, and it just looks so classy. She's as good a kick and most smoothest action as I've seen in any footy this year.
Yep.
It's just beautiful to watch. Absolute pleasure there. And just singles, Ruby Hyde, fantastic game. Jamie Howie won, Annabelle Fielder won, Ange Fisher kicked one, and Emily Weavers won. And then for the Raiders, they all came in the first quarter. Their 3 goals. They had it. The crowd was stunned at quarter time. They really couldn't believe what was happening. And those 3 goals came from Emily McPherson, Chantel Lamotte Doherty, and then we had the other one was from Sarah Craig, who got the first goal of the game. And really, that's the one that lifted the Raiders into that.
Yep.
And I reckon for the Raiders, I'd come back. I'll just watch the first quarter if I was there because they were absolutely brilliant. They led it by almost 20 points there. It was a fantastic game of footy. But yeah, all in all, as I said, well-deserved Lavington. They were the top side all season. They got the job done, but they had to overcome a little bit of a scare from an incredibly brave performance from Wodonga Raiders. So they hardly had any bench left, and they just kept pushing along.
Yeah, that's it, Robbie. So well done to the Lavington Panthers. Congratulations to them. They made it 3 consecutive premiership wins in 2024. So well done to them. Okay, that wraps up our coverage on AFL Northeast Border Day 2024. Thank you so much for joining us on our broadcast this afternoon. From Bobby Jackson, Robbie McKinlay, Dan McCarroll and Luke Francis, we'll talk to you soon. See you later.